What's up everyone, Justin here with Loretronic. We are in for some exciting times to be a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's. Whether you have been with Scott and his killer animatronics since the beginning, or just recently hopped on the new era of FNAF with Help Wanted and Security Breach like I have, there's so much that has been released this year and still more to come. The Five Nights at Freddy's movie, which was in production limbo for over 5 years, has finally been released, and the excitement was real. I saw it on Halloween and loved it, fort making and all, baby. A main scene from the game I really wanted to see was Foxy run down the hallway, and I got it. We were not here to talk about the new movie. Nay, I have a theory that I think is going to blow out all your birthday candles. I believe what we see in Security Breach is a fabricated reality told by Gregory to Cassie, and that the Pizzaplex has been closed much longer than we may have thought. Now I say told in quotations because I'm still not sure if it was verbally communicated to Cassie, or maybe she fabricated being told the whole story by Gregory. Either way, the Pizzaplex in Security Breach, I feel, is still hiding more than we could have realized. Playing a game for the first time can be overwhelming at first with all of the different elements the developers put in for the player. Mix new gameplay elements with story-rich environments, and you get the possibility of looking over many crucial aspects. Playing Security Breach for the first time was no exception. Going from the original games, we are pretty much staying in one place, to an entire 3-story Pizzaplex needed some reprocessing. When I went back and played the game for the second, third, and fourth time, I believe I found most of what I could in Security Breach, along with the always awesome Matt Pat at GT Live, and John at FNAF, as well as the rest of the amazing FNAF community, contributing so many solid theories and discussions. By the way, I wouldn't have been pulled into this crazy franchise if it wasn't for all of you. But it was my most recent playthroughs that I really took a minute to just stop and absorb my surroundings. At the very beginning, the first thing I noticed, but I didn't think much of, was a broken light inside the air ducts when you are making your way from Freddy's dressing room into Rockstar Row for the first time. I think to myself, hey, this is probably on the company's list of things to maintain. They just haven't got around to it yet, right? Once I got to the main entrance area, something else stuck out to me. When you approach the stores on the ground floor, you will notice how scratched and dirty the glass is. You would think a business, especially one that supposedly ran that same night, would have had a clean, maintained image like most of the Pizzaplex already appears. The pondering is real. Not much later, when you retrieve the Showtime disc, Gregory makes a comment.
There's something else in here. What's this? It looks old.
Old? Wasn't it just used the same night, if not sometime in the week? I mean, yes, it is a possibility that it's just an old disc they keep reusing, but knowing this franchise, I personally think this little line had way more meaning than we first realized. Could the Pizzaplex have been closed much longer than we imagined? Now with this new lore-hunting lens of possibility, our lovely Pizzaplex is not as lovely and as new as we thought. I continued deeper into the game, and I gotta tell ya, it didn't take long for another snag. When setting out to Monty Golf and acquiring the Faz Cam, Gregory makes a comment that it's an old camera. Again, if the Plex was just open and people were buying these cameras just to have them confiscated again, then why would they be considered old? You also see random areas that have cobwebs and missing panels when everything else around it looks brand new. It is as if sometimes you get hints of what the Pizzaplex actually looks like. Now, I love games like BioShock and Silent Hill that help construct storylines through the environment, and Security Breach is another one that does this very well. If anything, these types of games helped me to stop moving and absorb what everything around me was trying to say. Walking around 10 feet turns into 30 minutes of gameplay? That's a good deal. After you enter the air ducts next to salads and sides, and slide down, landing near the Fizzy Faz syrup room, there's something else you will notice that's quite odd. In the syrup room, if you look down, you will notice the room is filled with some sort of liquid. It would make no sense having sewer water running through this area, so you would assume that this liquid is the Fizzy Faz syrup that is leaked out. Even when you listen closely to the noises in this room, it sounds like a thick fluid moving around. So the facility is operational that same night, yet has syrup spilling out, filling the bottom of this entire room? Highly unlikely. The computer room next to the syrup which I assume is used for controlling the syrup flow, looks like has been strategically ruined, if not in the least in need of repairs. Wires yanked out, sparks flying, cobwebs all over. This does not seem like a fully functional building. We will get back to this room and what's more it holds in a future video. Now, if you compare locations between Security Breach and Ruin, things get even weirder. When you are up above Phaser Blast, looking into Vanny's room as Gregory in Security Breach, she has an obvious sleeping area in the corner, complete with a mattress, blanket, and pillow. The basic setup for any human to enjoy a good night's sleep, right? Hop over to Ruin in the same location and Vanny's sleeping area looks a lot less comfortable. Instead of a mattress, there are a bunch of random sized cardboard boxes, a bed I don't think any normal person would be able to sleep on. Why are these so vastly different? Let's focus on this particular idea in a future video. Another strange difference is one of the most lore-heavy locations, under Roxy's Raceway. As Gregory, this area has lights strung up along the walls leading to the elaborate giant sign. In Ruin, you only have access to the first part of this area right past the elevator, but if you look at the walls, there is no sign of lights anywhere. Now, if you ever heard a story from a child's perspective, you know they can easily blow things out of proportion and can even completely fabricate parts to make it sound more interesting. Or even try and change the narrative to make themselves sound like more of a hero than they actually are. Security Breach showed us that both the main protagonists and the animatronics have a range of emotion and don't always need to be honest. We continuously hear Gregory avoid answering questions.
My arms are different. Where did you get these parts?
I'd rather not say.
How fortunate. I should now be able to smash through the cyclone fences around the building, the way Monty does.
Exactly like he did.
Freddy's questions about his bandmates, and even here Freddy straight up lied to Vanessa that he did not know how he got below at the beginning of Security Breach.
Freddy, you're supposed to be on lockdown.
Officer Vanessa, I do not know how I got here.
Well, you totally blew it tonight, you know. Your system crashed and you ruined the show.
It very well could be possible the entire first game is a fabrication told by Gregory to Cassie trying to control the narrative. Why would he do this? Is he trying to sound like a better friend to Cassie, making it sound like the animatronics were after him? That's why he did the things that he did? We know for a fact Gregory has some secrets he's been keeping. But for now, that is all I will say. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. We have some new theories and videos coming your way. Stay tuned by subscribing. We'll see you soon. Bye!